Hey y'all, I'm Brer Sam, and welcome to the sharing of my favorite tracks from Bottom Drawer Sessions number 7. Yeah! Now, this first favorite track on number 7 is hauntingly beautiful, and again, these are not Dave's lyrics. These actually came from one of Jeremy's oldest friends, Hugo Williams. And you'll get the story behind it after I've sung it. So here it is. It's called Walk on the Water. High above the ring, a spotlight beam, a tightrope dancer, and my little girl walks on a silvery thread, balancing on a head. If you walk on the air, you can walk on the water. High above your head, you too can see my lover walking. And I'm trying to walk on a silvery ball. It's on the ground, I can't fall. If you walk on the air, you can walk on the water. Living my life in the spin of a top. I can't go anywhere. You with your show and the parachute drop. You seem to walk on air. I wanted to walk beside you, but I was frightened of the fall. Got dizzy looking up from down below. You laughed when I told you so. Cat upon the roof, you look to me to be in danger, but I wouldn't know. Balance is just belief, falling is lack of faith. If you walk on the air, you can walk on the water. Yeah, see? Beautiful. I actually wrote a story named after this song. It was called Walk on the Water as well. And the story actually featured the songs from all of these sessions, actually. Not every song, of course. There's only room for so many in a little story. But yeah, I really like this song, and in fact, my dad likes the guitar riff that you hear in the beginning of the end, that little da-da-da-da-da-da. He loves it so much, but but he doesn't like the rest of the song because it doesn't put the riff to any use until the end. And so yeah, now let's hear what Jeremy had to say about it. My oldest friend, the poet Hugo Williams, has been married these many years to Hermine, a French lady, as you might guess. In earlier times, she had many circus skills, including tightrope walking, which is what the song is about. She wrote a book on it under her maiden name, Hermine de Moraine. So here's Hugo watching her adoringly from down below, as the song has it. I had been over to see my old pal in the mid-70s, hoping to find a spare lyric or two, and grabbed this one. See? Nice stuff. Gripping. So Dave wasn't the only lyricist Jeremy had in these sessions. Sometimes he did some alone. Mostly Dave was writing the lyrics. Sometimes Hugo in this case, and sometimes another guy named Rick Jones. But all these notes imply that Jeremy has known Hugo for the longest time. In fact, I often wonder how long they knew each other. So that's Walk on the Water. And in fact, I think Jeremy was gonna write another song that was about tightrope walking from another one of Hugo's poems, but they already had Walk on the Water, so I don't think so. They didn't do it. They didn't do it, but it still has the concept that they just took out the tightrope part. Alright, so the second favorite I have on Bottom Drawer Sessions number 7 is called It's Getting Cold. And Dave did write the lyrics of this one. And so here it is. And you might find these lyrics relatable. I know I do. It's got a sweet little intro. How did it get to be so late so soon? How did I get to be so old, so young? It's cold. It's getting cold. Why does the night seem so long these days? Why do the years seem so short? No way out. There's no doubt. It's getting cold. It's getting cold. What do you say? Let's go home again, and everything will be alright. What do you say? Walk beside me, please, and hold me in your love tonight. Take me home. Can I go home? It's getting cold. It's getting cold. I always thought those backing vocals were a nice touch. Now, the next verse is probably the most relatable, so brace yourselves. Future these days, well, it isn't what it used to be. As for the past, I'm not sure it ever was home. Can I go home? It's getting cold. It's getting cold. What do you say? Let's go home again, and everything will be alright. What do you say? Walk beside me, please, and hold me in your love tonight. Take me home. Can I go home? It's getting cold. It's getting cold. Yeah, relatable. I actually listened to this song a fair few times on my first few days of college because it just didn't feel the same. I was missing my childhood and just didn't know if I wanted to leave childhood, so just thought it was cold going through that transition. And now here's what Jeremy had to say about the song. Another one for the miserablest collection. In fact, it was so depressing that I nearly didn't bother until Joe talked me into it. As you might guess, it's a late lyric of Dave's. The original lines were not only "it's getting cold," but "I'm growing old," which I decided to cut. Understandable. Way too much, as if we hadn't made the point already with "How did I get to be so old so young?" The sha-na-na background voices were a late addition. Just something I kept humming while listening to the track. And also I couldn't think of any other words to go there, and I really didn't want to keep repeating "it's getting cold." Enough already. Alright. Yeah, I guess the lyrics are really sad, and so I almost don't blame Jeremy for not bothering with it. For almost not bothering with it. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting old. That's actually a funny story. I was listening to the song with my mother on a drive to transition school one day, and she said she liked it, but she said the song's about getting old, and I said, funny, that was the original lyric, and she went, "I'm getting old," and I'm like, yeah, and she burst into laughter. That was great. So, yeah, it's cool. And other songs on this album that deserve mentioning include Butterfly. That's the second one Jeremy wrote for his wife. And Lost One Dream. That's beautiful. Also relatable, but very beautiful. And also, According to the Book is kind of catchy. And It's What's in the Box. It has the Lost in Love kind of beat. It's really awesome. So, yeah, that's it for my favorites on the Bottom Drawer Sessions number 7. Only one more session to go, so stay tuned for number 8. Bye!